Hello and welcome back to Engineering Help 101. Today we're going to be talking about the bisection method. This is a root finding method talked about in numerical methods, and it's used to find roots of a continuous function. So we're going to do an example by hand today. So here's the function right here. F of x is equal to x squared minus x minus 12. Okay, and I took the liberty of plotting that for us here. So, as we can see, there are two roots, one at 4 and one at negative 3. We are going to find the root at 4 today, or at least do a couple of the iterations to show you how to apply these equations above. So, A and B is your initial guess, and these must contain the root. So, if it's 4, for example, you would want to choose like 0 and 10 is what we chose down below, and we'll get into that. So, C is what you use to calculate your next position, basically. You'll see it as we go along. And this right here is a little if statement. Makes sense. You'll see in the example. So let's just get into the example to show you guys. So starting off at iteration 1, if A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 10, C is equal to 5. Then you would do the calculations for A and C, and they come out to negative 12 and 8. Plugging those into the if statement, you can see that it is less than 0. So, according to this if statement, since it's less than 0, B is equal to C, which we did here. And that's the first iteration, okay? And so now your guess, or your initial bracket, updates to A equals 0 and B is equal to 5. And then you just do it again. As you can see, here is iteration 2, right? F of A is the exact same. F of C is now 2.5 from the new C we calculated, which comes out to negative 8.25. Doing the if statement again, you can see that it's 99, which is greater than 0. So A is now C, not B, which is 2.5. So now the bracket is updated again for A is equal to 2.5 and B is equal to 5. And you can see how the bracket, A and B, are slowly converging to our root value, which is 4. So the last iteration here, we calculate C, 3.75, F of A, negative 8.25, F of C, negative 1.6875. Do the if statement, comes out to 13.92, and since that is greater than 0, A is now equal to C. And so yeah, basically you would just keep doing that until you find the root. And eventually the bracket A, comma B will converge to 4 at some point. It depends on the iterations, and it depends on how much error you want. And that gets a little more complicated when you actually go to code it. But right here, this is a good example of how you can do it by hand, just to show you how the equations work. So yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if this video helped you at all, learning how to do bisection method by hand. And thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one.